I'm sure it will, sir.
Garrus. Didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Paladin behind.
We're not gonna beat the Reapers by second-guessing ourselves, Garrus. I need you at your best. Every decision we make is the right one.
And when we're wrong?
We haven't been so far.
There are times I wish we were. Convincing my people the end was coming got pretty rough. They didn't want to hear it. Finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So, you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
We've lost enough friends trying to make sure this day never came. I'd say we've all earned some respect.
Then the first Reaper we take out with this gun, it's in their honor. Just give the word. Something else you want to talk about?
Of course, Garrus. We always want to talk to you.
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long's it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. Pretty soon, blind hope is all we'll have left. And I hate being blind.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy, meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them, and he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What'd you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of secession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Okay. It's good to talk to Garrus. Armor-piercing ammo unlocked in medbay. So if we should want it, might be something worth considering.
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. I'm just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
Okay, before talking to Liara, let's just check the intel terminal. Have we got anything new? Apparently not. Okay, Liara, have you got anything to... what's this? Broker terminal. Lance interrogation record. Cerberus operative. Huh. Yeah, that's a callback to the first game, the second game, where Miranda, I think... no, it's, Morden mentions that all Cerberus employees have ocular flashbangs for just such an occasion. So it's interesting to see it actually play out. But yeah, we've read that so far.
Hello again, Shepard.
Anything new?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started the Protheans.
Ah, we've been over this.
I thought I'd covered my track.
We'll talk later.
Of course.
Okay, nothing new, no conversations or anything. We really need to build up our team more. We got 4 people, I think, if we include Edie. We should let Samantha know that the robot walking around is perfectly kosher, as far as such things go.
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I do not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
Ah, Grissom Academy is the school for gift biotics. It could be something of an asset.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship.
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Put it on the map.
Adding it now, Commander.
Okay, let's see what Joker has to say about Edie's new robot body. Bet it's just what he wanted. Yet more eyes to watch him. Where is it? She's down there. Okay.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot!
She plugged herself into Cerberus tech without authorization.
Well, technically, she is Cerberus tech, so...
Not helping, Joker.
I've run the checks, Commander. She's still based in the Normandy. Running this body just gives her a little more flexibility. Sweet, sweet flexibility.
I am right here, Chap.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are.
Yeah, we might have to give him a talk about sexual harassment in the workplace at some point. But it's not like he can actually do anything with his legs as they are. Imagine Edie can match his wit at least.
Hello, Shepard. Still getting used to greeting people in person? No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept. How are you adjusting to the arms and legs? I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions, if I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform? No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Well, I've never given a moral order, so it rests on us, really. When we pass down the order, we make the moral decision. And you should agree with it.
If I give a legitimate order, I expect it to be carried out. I'll be responsible for its costs. Why are you asking about something like that? I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor. And you didn't get an answer? Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Oh, you're sentient and all, but...
Your core programming, like self-preservation, not allowing humans to be harmed, things like that? Correct. Don't touch a thing. I see how that could alarm you. That is why I wanted to discuss it before making changes. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me? If you want level-headed answers to help you fit into polite society, I'm not really the right person. I see. I will take that into consideration.
Okay, that's interesting. Sure, we'll see that develop throughout the game. Getting asked awkward questions and answering them is always fun.
Primarch seems like... Commander, you have a message from Major Alenka. You must be feeling better.
Oh, good. Let's have a look. Email. Is this address valid? Sent messages, but gotten no response. With Earth's comm system out, I don't expect this will get through either, but I heard a rumour that the Normandy docked here at the Citadel. Are you alive? I'm at Huerta Memorial Hospital under the name Tanner Nura. Please excuse the moniker and this email's encryption. In my line of work, it is unwise to advertise my location, particularly when I'm not in good health. We should meet before circumstances force us apart again. Thane. Doc says I'm ready for visitors. From Caden Alenko. Hey, Shepard. Through some combination of medical miracle and dumb luck, I survived the beating I took on Mars. No thanks to you not intervening before it took place. The doctors say I'm still not ready to be released, but I'd really like to see you if you can spare the time. Councillor Odina offered to make me a Spectre. Still thinking about whether or not I should accept. Stop by my room at the hospital when you're on Citadel. I'd like your advice. Hot request. From Sender Blocked. Commander, my name is Jondon Bao. I'm with Special Tactics and Recon. While some still have concerns about your past activities with Cerberus, many of us in STNR took your warnings about the Reapers seriously. I am reaching out to you because I have significant information that could tie agents with significant political power to the Reapers. If you have time to meet me in the Citadel Embassy, I'd appreciate your discreet assistance. Sincerely, John Bao, STG, ST, and R. Meet me in Purgatory. God. From Arya Talok, I have a proposition for you, Shepard. You don't want to pass it up. I'm in a nightclub on the Citadel called Purgatory. Don't make me wait too long, Arya. Okay, I'm getting a clear message here that we should probably head to the Citadel. But we've got an Admiral waiting. So let's take his message before making any decisions. Actually, squad selection. Ah, great, Garrus and Edie. Cycle appearance, see what changes. So Garrus can have heavier armour. I think it makes sense to have him lighter. Edie can have some armour. That's a good idea, I think. Liara, yeah, we've been over that. So, okay. Info. Okay, I guess we'll upgrade her once we include her on the squad. Now, said Admiral Hackett had a message for us, unless it was referring to the message we took previously and it was just a kind of holdover. In which case, we should probably proceed back down to Common Information Center. And I'm thinking that the game is quite strongly hinting that we should be tackling Cerberus and also going to the Citadel to hook up with a bunch of old contacts. But with the Turian Primarch aboard and Garrus reacquired as well as a new robot to play around with, we'd rather like Legion to come back as well. I think this has been quite a successful session. So next time we'll be heading to the Citadel to meet up with a bunch of contacts, and also we'll start dealing with Cerberus. So, I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing what next session has to offer. So, see you then.